So today I'm here with episode 14 of my FC25 career mode with Bromley, and today we're kicking off with a game against 16th place Port Vale. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everyone to let me know who their players of the season have been so far, because whoever gets the most votes from you guys will be getting a potential boost. So I've got a fully fit first team for this game, other than Jimenez being in goal instead of Davies, because Davies is on international duty. And for the person in the comments in the last episode who said that I should play my backup keeper sometimes instead of Davies, now you get your wish, because Davies is on international duty, so Jimenez has to play. So let's get into this game against Port Vale and hope to start off the episode well. John with a good tackle there. It's dropped to Watts, and now Clark has it. And Clark can move forward with it. I want Watts running on the outside of him. He's going to slip the ball down the line to Watts now. It took a deflection, but it's actually worked, I think, so I don't know if it would have got to him. Going to play it into Carlson here. I'm just going to shoot at the near post, and that has been deflected wide. Johnson's going to play a ball out to Wright here. It's a good ball from him, and Wright brings it down. Going to use a step over to come inside that defender. Going to keep going with Wright and then lay it off to Orr. And Carlson is going through. I'm not going to be able to get it to Carlson, but it's dropped to Clark. He's going to knock it down to Orr, then back to Clark. I'm just going to hit a shot from range with Clark here. It's been deflected. Shevchuk with the ball here. Chance to run forward with some space to run into. He's taking it around a couple of defenders there. He's got it in a good position. And Shevchuk's still with the ball here. Going to lay it off to Carlson. Carlson with a touch, and then he can't get the shot off. They just had so many players in the box there, Port Vale did. I was unable to create any space. Oh, Marriage has been megs there. What has gone on there? How has he not made that tackle? That's a good ball down the line there. Chance to put a ball in, but they're not going to do it. Instead, they've not crossed it, and they've ran it inside. Now they've crossed it on the edge of the box. Been headed back across. They're just playing it around here, waiting for that chance, and that chance is there, but Jimenez makes an easy save. Wright's been tackled there, but they've not got many men forward, so it's going to be hard for him to create a counter, and it is. And now Clark has the ball, and Carlson's running through, and I think I've got him through onside there. And he should be able to get away from this defender. Carlson with a chance to finish, and Carlson puts us 1-0 up. That's a great finish into the top corner by Carlson. Clark with a really good ball through to Carlson. Carlson just took it into the right position. Maybe the keeper should have come out to meet him, because it might have been able to narrow down the angle, but it's still such a good finish right into the top corner that I'm not sure the keeper narrowing the angle would have made much of a difference. And that is 1-0. It's Carlson's 13th goal of the season. And that's not too bad considering the poor patch he went through just before the middle of the season. Was that really necessary, Jimenez? Diving on the ball when no one's around? With time wasting after half an hour, I guess. Oh, what's gone on there? That's not where I've passed it. I've tried to pass it into Shevchuk, and it's gone to Clark for some reason. And now Port Vale can bring the ball forward here. Played it into the channel. Looking for the ball across, and that has gone across now. And he's not going to shoot. He's going to pass it one more, and Jimenez makes a good save there. Good interception from Shevchuk there, but it has bounced straight back to them. Hassan has been turned. They've played it into box. And Jimenez with another good save. Now on the stroke of half-time, they put this corner in. John heads away. Clark should get it further away, and that should be half-time. And that is half-time. And we are winning 1-0 here. And despite that little bit of pressure from Port Vale near the end of the half, we are leading. And I think we've been the better team. We've played well. So hopefully this carries on in the second half. Watts has the ball here. Can play it out wide to Clark. And Wright is completely open at the back post. Going to wait to get the ball to him, and that's an awful effort. Marriage to play the ball into Shevchuk there, who's carrying an injury, but he get that shot. Oh, and it's gone onto the roof of the net. I thought that was Shevchuk's goal. He's getting so close to it. Now I'm going to make some subs here. So Cartwright, Mitchell and Pugh are coming on in place of Wright, Shevchuk and Watts. Cartwright's running down the line with the ball here. Carlson gets in a good position in the box. I'll be able to cross it to him. I'm not going to be able to. I can play it to Mitchell here, who can take it round one defender and hit that shot, but it has been blocked wide. Good tackle from Clark there. We can get Carlson running through. Might be able to play the ball over to him. Hopefully he was onside there. I think he was. Carlson with a chance to finish, and he's put it wide. That should have been 2-0. Now I'm going to make my final two subs here. And Shevchenko and Bradley are coming on in place of Marriage and Clark. Port Vale got the ball in a good crossing position here. It's been deflected behind. Now the ball comes into the box. It's not headed clear by Cartwright, and it is another corner. Now this second corner comes in. Should be headed away by Cartwright. Again it is, actually. And that's another corner. Now it's the third corner coming in. Not being able to head that away. Jimenez makes a good save. He's going to get to the rebound. I can't switch to a player to block it. And Jimenez makes that save. I was desperately trying to switch to Johnston there to be able to get to the ball, and I just couldn't get him. Ball to Cartwright there. Now to Shevchenko. I'm just going to hit a power shot with Shevchenko. And that's a decent save from the keeper. And that is full time, and we do beat Port Vale 1-0, and it was a very deserving win. We were the dominant team, so I'm happy with the 1-0 win in the first game. And now we got the second game of the episode here against 23rd place Cheltenham. Got a fully fit first team again for this game, and Davies returns in goal because he's back from international duty. So let's get into this game against Cheltenham. I hope not to slip on a potential banana skin of a team down near the bottom of the league. Yeah, I'm already realising these kit choices might have been a little bit of a mistake. They are kind of blending into each other, especially in the bright sunlight, and Cheltenham's green is kind of blending into the pitch. Clark's been dispossessed there. Now Cheltenham can bring the ball forward. They put a nice reverse ball inside there. Now they're going to play it out wide. Chance to put a cross in potentially, which they don't do, and they do now, but Shevchuk should get his head to that, and he does, and now can Wright bring it forward on a counter-attack. Going to run it as far as I can and then try and get a 1-2 with Carlson here, and Carlson can play it down the line to Wright. He did have to slow down a little bit, but Wright can play it across to Clark now, and Clark can shoot. What a strike from Clark! Right into the top corner. That is some strike, and I've been trying to score a goal like that all series. Now I think I've finally scored one from outside the box. I think that might be the first one, and what a strike it was. Just laid it back to him with Wright, and then Clark with one touch out of his feet, and then the strike. What a strike it was, and that is 1-0 now. They play the ball into the box there. It's a decent ball. Chance to play it across here. And they do. And Davies can't keep that shot out. He gets a hand to it. But it does dribble into the net. And that is now 1-0. After how good Davies has been this season, you would expect him to save a shot like that. Because it's not that powerful. And he does get a big hand to it. But it just falls into the net. I did like that little detail though. Of it hitting the side of the net and then hitting the bottle and then knocking that down. They've got the ball in a good position here. They're bringing it into the box. They've played it out though. It's a interesting ball, and that will be half time, and it is 1-1. And to be honest, I think it's been a pretty even game. Not many chances for either team really, so maybe 1-0 is a fair reflection. Well, each team has had one chance and we both scored it, so 1-0 probably is a fair reflection. Can you see what he was trying? I can't. Shevchuk with the ball here, goes around one challenge, and Shevchuk has the ball a long way out here, going to hit a shot with Shevchuk, and that is turned away by the keeper. Now Clark with the corner in here. Johnson will struggle to get his head to that, but it has dropped to Shevchuk here. Shevchuk with the shot, and that is saved again by the keeper. Maric misses that tackle there. Shevchuk can't make that interception, but Orr can. But now it's given away again. Orr has been tackled. Now Cheltenham can come forward with it. They're looking for that chance to play it through, and they have played it through, and they've got it in the box now. Hassan's going to stand up these players, and Davies makes a save from that shot. Orr with the ball here. Orr can run forward with it. And Orr has Wright on the outside of him. Can't get the ball across, but he can get it back and play it to Clark. But it's so congested. Barely any space to work with. Can play it across to Shevchuk. There's plenty on the wings, but the wings doesn't really work for me. But now I can play it through to Carlson. That's a good ball. Carlson with a shot. What a finish from Carlson. Hit it on the half volley. Just let it bounce up. Let it bounce quite high. Cuts across it. And that's a great volley into the left-hand side of the net. And Carlson makes it 2-1. Just as I was saying, it was congested in the middle and couldn't get any chances. Clark plays it through. And then Carlson hits a shot like that. What a strike from Carlson. Just lets it bounce up. Cuts across it. Almost reminiscent of Benjamin Pavard in the 2018 World Cup. Obviously not as impressive, but the way he cuts across it and the curve he gets on it, that's a good goal. And after that goal, we are in the 80th minute here, so I'm going to have to make some subs because quite a few of my players are a bit tired. So coming off is Orr, Shevchuk, Clark, Carlson and Wright. And coming on is Davies, Shevchenko, Cartwright, Andrade and Mitchell. Time is pretty much up here, and Cheltenham are going to have one last chance coming forward. They've played the ball in there. Mitchell can't get there, but Davies turns that ball over the bar. And now, after playing a minute over the stoppage time, Cheltenham are going to have this corner here. Last chance for him, and it is going to be cleared away by Andrade. And that should be full time, and that is full time. And we do win 2-1 against Cheltenham here. It was a tight game. Not many chances for either team, but we did take the chances we got, and we did manage to get that win. And now, after that game, we have our final scout reports of the season. So the next scout reports we're going to be sending out will be at the start of next season. So let's get into looking at these final scout reports of the season. And this guy from Kosovo, not worth signing. This guy from the Netherlands, not worth signing. And Oscar Reyes from Mexico, even though he has a decent potential, none of his technicals look any good, and he's got quite low overall. I know he is only 14, but I don't feel like he's worth signing. And this guy's not worth signing either. So a pretty disappointing final round of scout reports there. And as always, if there's any more countries you want me to scout, leave them down in the comments. And at the start of next season, the first scouting missions I'll be doing will be in El Salvador, Namibia, and Canada. And I've got the third game in the episode here against 18th place Doncaster. Another team placed down near the bottom of the league. And I've got some changes for this game because, as you can probably notice, I got quite a few tired legs. And Maric, Wright, Watson, Shevchuk were the most tired, so Bradley, Cartwright, Andrade, and Pugh have come in for them. So let's get into this game against Doncaster and hope to end the episode strong. Andrade gave the ball away there. Now they can come forward with it. Hassan misses that tackle, but Johnston comes across and cleans up. They've got the ball in a good position here. They're going to put a ball across, but it's been blocked. But Cartwright's been tackled, and Andrade makes that tackle and can move it forward now. But it's given away by Orr. Doncaster just putting so much pressure on me here. I can't get it out of my own final third, really. And Orr makes a good challenge there. Can I finally get it away? And Doncaster play the ball down the line there. They're playing it inside now. Chance to play it through potentially, and they have. It's a good ball. Davies comes out to meet it, but Davies can't get there. And after 15 minutes, Doncaster go 1-0 up here. And they have been so dominant so far. I don't think I've even had the ball in their half. I've barely had the ball. It's been all Doncaster, and they are deserved leaders of this game. I've given the ball away again there. Did not mean to try and pass it to Clark. I wanted to pass it sideways, but it tried to go to Clark. Now they can come forward with it again here. Going to try and stand him up. And he's coming to the box with it, and that is a block. And is that going to be a penalty? Or are they booing because it's not? They're booing because it's not a penalty, and it is a goal kick. I thought it was a corner, to be honest. Pugh with the ball here, going to run it inside. I think this might be the first time I've had the ball in their half. And Pugh's gone on a good run with it. Take it past one final defender there. Pugh's going to go all the way here. Pugh with a chance to finish, and Pugh does finish. What a goal from Pugh. He, out of nothing, has just got us right back in this game. What a solo goal by Gavin Pugh. He did so well. He got body checked there, but he still kept the ball. Took a touch inside there and curls it round the keeper. It's a good finish. Everyone tried to stop him there, but no one could. And that is now 1-1 with a superb solo goal from Gavin Pugh. I've just realised as well, was that Pugh's first goal for the club? I think it might have been. They got a chance to play the ball through there. Hassan was out of position, but he manages to get back in time. But Johnston needs to get across to this, and he does. But he's been turned inside, and that is a great finish from Doncaster there. After half an hour, they do go 2-1 up here, and that's a really good strike from the edge of the box there. They just turn the ball inside Johnston there, and from outside the box, he curls that right into the far corner. And that is 2-1. And they got the ball out wide here, chance to put it in the box. And they don't, though. They're going to try and send John for a run around, and they've played that in, and it's gone wide there. Andrade's given the ball away there. They can play it forward. Johnston needs to make a tackle there, and he does. It's a really good tackle from Johnston. It's an interception from Pugh there. He can't move it, though, and then Hassan won't get to that. He'll get beaten to the ball. Now it can be played across. Johnston can't get to that, and that is now 3-1 to Doncaster. Hassan should have been able to get to that loose ball there easily, and he's been beaten to it. That's so poor from Hassan. He just gets out-muscled and beaten to the ball there. Then once it comes across, Johnston just needs to try and cover the angle, and he can't do it, and now it's 3-1 to Doncaster now. Clark with the ball here. He's coming forward with it. Can try and run it into the box past these defenders. He does get into the box, try and lay it back to Carlson. Getting a shooting position, and that's hit the post. I think it took a deflection, just got deflected onto the post. So close to getting it to 3-2 there. It's a ball through there. Johnston was out of position. Bradley needs to make that challenge, and he can't. Doncaster play a back heel there. Hassan needs to get across here, and he can't block that shot, but Davies saves it well. And that's a ball in from that corner there. Can't get it away. Davies doesn't do well with it, but Johnston can clear it. And that is half-time, and Johnston's actually gone down injured, so I hope that's nothing serious, because he's very important for me, Johnston is. But that caps off a pretty poor half for us. We had the good goal from Pugh, but it's been all Doncaster other than that, really. Oh, and Carlson hit the post as well. Could have been 3-2, but it's been a difficult half, so hopefully it's not so difficult in the second. Doncaster got the ball in the box here. They had that shot there, and it is safe well by Davies. Doncaster play the ball into the box. It's an awful tackle from outside the box. I think that will be a yellow card for Orr, and it is. I think they're going to have the free kick outside the box now. And they don't actually have a free kick. They have a corner here, which is cleared away by Clark. It's a ball into the box there. Hassan needs to stand that shot, but it gets past him, but Davies claims it easily. Andrade with a good tackle there. Cartwright can't quite keep the ball, but Andrade can now run forward with it. Going to try and play it out wide, and he can't. He has been tackled. And now they can come back forward with it. But Orr makes a good challenge there. Plays it to Clark, who can play it out to Pugh. And Pugh can run forward with it now. Pugh's got a lot of space to run into. I need Carlson getting in a good position in the box, so Pugh can put a ball into him. It's a good ball. Carlson can't get to it. But it has dropped to him there. And Carlson with a chance to shoot there on the turn, but it is blocked. The ball up to Clark there from Andrade. Going to go back to Andrade here. Now back to Clark, who can turn and run it towards the box. You can now play it to Pugh. And Pugh with a chance for his second of the game. It's been blocked, and then he can't get to the rebound. I thought he might have been able to get us back in it there. Andrade with the ball here. Going to play it to Carlson now even. And Carlson has the ball in the box. Going to try and cut it back on the defender, and he does well. Chance for that shot, and that is saved well by the keeper. And now I'm going to have to make some subs here. So coming off our John, Clark, Cartwright and Johnston. And coming on our Maric, Mitchell, Wright and Shevchenko. And usually I will put Orr at centre-back if I have to play someone other than Johnson and Hassan. But he's on a booking. I don't want to put someone on a booking at centre-back. So Mitchell comes on there. But I'm going to save my final sub for now. Shevchenko with the ball here. Someone's fallen over on him. And now Pugh has the ball here. He can run it inside. Going to lay it off to Andrade, who can run forward with it a bit. Now play it to Carlson, who can play it through to Wright. It's a really good ball from Carlson. Wright can't get the shot off. That ball from Carlson, though, that was an incredible ball. But now Shevchenko's won it. Can play it up to Carlson. That wasn't such an incredible ball. That was quite hard. But I've kept the ball here, and now Pugh can run down the line with it. Bring it inside. Going to have to lay it back off to Shevchenko. I want that ball through to Carlson, but it's not going to open itself up, and I'll give him the ball away. But Shevchenko might win it here, and he does. And Carlson can now take the shot from outside the box, and now he's turned around the post. Now I've got a corner here, but Shevchenko swings in. Hassan might get his head to that, and Hassan does! And that is 3-2. With 6 minutes to go, we've got a goal back here. We've got a chance to level this game now with that goal back. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that is Hassan's first goal for the club as well. And it's a really good header past the keeper. So that is 3-2 now. And I'm going to make my final sub here because Carlson's tired, so Davies is going to come on in place of him. Davies with the ball here. It wasn't actually meant for him, but he's got the ball and he can run around these defenders now. And I've got Pugh open in space. It's not a good ball back to him, and it's kind of ruined the chance there. But Davies still has it. Now Davies can run it inside. Davies can shoot, and Davies' shot is saved. Now I've got another corner here. Shevchenko to swing it in again. Can Hassan get his head to it again? He can! And it's gone just over the bar. Doncaster with the ball in the box here. Bradley makes that tackle, but I think it's going to be too late for us to get anything out of it. And it is now. That is full time. We do lose 3-2 to Doncaster. We got close to getting back to 3-0 to get that point. But after Doncaster's first half performance, I think they deserved that win. They were really good. But I think the entertainment in that game completely makes up for the lack of entertainment in the second game. So I guess it all evens out. And it was a pretty even game in the end. And after that game, Johnson is injured. So let's take a look at this and hope it's not serious. And he's going to be out for 5 days. So we'll probably miss the next game, but none after that. So that's okay. But now that is the end of this episode. And not a bad episode overall. Got a couple of wins in the first 2 games. We did lose to Doncaster, but it was an entertaining game. So not the end of the world if we do lose, but there's plenty of entertainment. And it's more realistic us actually losing some games instead of being unbeaten for so many like we were. So I'm not too unhappy with it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. If you want to carry on watching this series, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.